And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring the Misfits Boxing Heavyweight World Champion, Chase Demoor.
There he is, the Misfits Heavyweight Champ. What is Chase walking? Has he got a mask on?
It looks like he does have some sort. It's a Black Panther mask.
Okay. Wakanda forever here in Dubai. Chase getting into the ring. He's always a showman, Ben. We know this at this point. But we talked about it in the lead up to this broadcast today and the lead up to the fight itself. We talk about the moment that Tate has. What an opportunity for Chase here, though, man.
Completely. This is the biggest moment of Chase Demoor's career. This singular opponent could be the difference between superstardom and super irrelevancy. And now, Wade, we talk about the pressure applied to Andrew, right? You know, hey, you've been a couple years away from the game. You're 39. Why are you doing this? But for Chase, I feel like the pressure is also there, right? This is a guy who is globally recognized, to your point, at one point the most Googled man in the world, and you have to stare across from him in the ring and take him out, right? That is a big task for Chase Demoor.
I'll tell you something, though, man. I was out here a couple weeks ago. That's right, twice in Dubai in 1 month. I'm built different. I was walking around with Chase. I was doing some behind-the-scenes video stuff that'll probably come out on the Misfits channel. And I was just trying to see, do you really believe it? Do you really believe you're going to beat Andrew Tate? I watched him when Tate rolled up in the Bugatti and they did the first face-off. And I saw the size difference. And I went, hold on a second. This is interesting. And talking with Chase, he believes it. And I know that sounds cliche, like of course he believes it's in the fight. But there are moments like this where guys can crumble and shrink under the eyeballs, under the lights, the cameras. And right now he's talking to Tate. He's yelling across. I'm assuming he's talking to Tate or somebody from the camp. But this is how he was when I talked to him. He was uber confident, like, wait, it's not even a question. I'm going to go in there and knock this guy out. Like, everybody's going to be shocked. No one believes it, but they don't have to because I know it. He can't hurt me. These are the things he was saying to me.
Chase Demoor has been a star for years, right? We talk about Andrew Tate's acclaim globally, but Chase Demoor has done all of the work in the last couple years on the brand and specifically the boxing, and now he's letting everybody know, as he should, he's the champion, Wade.
He's telling him, he's like, Andy, I'm coming. I am coming for you. He even lifted up the shirt, and I think that's a little bit of an homage to be like, yeah, you know, I had to lose all that weight, and guess what? I did it. Battle number one, won, right? Like, that's the thing. That's been, oh, look at this. Gonna put them together here a little bit. I don't know what's being said. I wish I was a fly on the wall. I just saw Fred Beck.
Fred bolted in there.
You know something good is coming. But this has been the energy Chase has had the entire time. Is like, I'm going to beat the weight. That's the first battle. Looks like he's on pace to do that. And then I'm going to shock everyone by beating you in the ring.
And for Andrew Tate, who is very put together, a great orator, right? He has, I would say, handled Chase's
Show me what
antics.
You're gonna hit me with. I'm really interested. Come on. Come on, let's go.
Look at all these people around you right now. All these people have you up as the plus 450 favorite right now. All these people are going to lose a lot of money because of you. But it wouldn't be the first time, would it be? Hi, Andy. Don't meet your heroes, right?
Are you going to train or not?
Oh, this is my training. My whole training camp has to be a diet because you had to nerf me. This is aura. You had to nerf the go.
Scared. You sound scared.
What? I'll show you how to box.
Chase Demoor saying, I'll show you how to box. Golly!
I like that. There was a little bit in there. Now, Chase is going southpaw here. I'm not going to lie to you. I heard he might do this in the fight. That's not. I think I have it on a good source that Chase might turn southpaw multiple times.
Wait, I'll tell you what, Wade, I don't like that. I don't think that he is an ambidextrous fighter like the Bud Crawfords we speak about or the Amir Andersons. I don't think he possesses that. Stick to what you're good at, man, because again, Chase is, as long as he's been in this game, still relatively fundamental. There's a lot that Chase Demoor still needs to figure out, the X's and O's of boxing. So to throw a big wrench at himself to try and operate in that stance, I don't think that's great, Wade.
Here's the only thing I can think of, and I'm watching him here, and that left hand from the southpaw position doesn't look great. But what I think is the only thing he could be thinking is, my lead hand's going to be lethal. And I'm going to use it at times, not the entire fight, but I'm going to switch, and I'm going to hit you with a jab, and I'm going to hit you with a lead hook. And we've seen, I think Andrew Tate's, actually his right eye is the one that had the issues, but we've seen him get hurt in fights before. I assume that's what Chase wants to do. I couldn't tell you. Chase, he's an enigma. Who knows what that guy's thinking at any time? But I have it on good authority that that's not just an open workout thing. He might actually do that multiple times in the fight. But then you heard him talk about Tate and how his training camp has just been a diet. He hasn't even been able to train because of that. Again, you accepted this if you were Chase. And he's not that he's complaining, but this is the mind games you accepted to step into. Coming down a ton in weight, the rounds Andrew Tate wanted, the place Andrew Tate wanted. This is why, if you are Chase Demoor, it would make it that much more sweet. If you could not only shut everybody up, but do it on his home turf, in his home city.
Every type of
weight, everything
that Andrew wants, he's gotten. And, to still retain the belt after all of that would be so deeply impressive. And, clearly, like you said, Chase is feeling confident. There is no doubt within his mind. He just told everybody in that entourage, you're going to lose a lot of money.
It's almost like we're the crazy ones, the people that think that Andrew Tate should be favored, and I'm just going to come out and say I do think Andrew Tate should be favored. Regardless how the fight goes, it's just a matter of experience versus a lack thereof. But he looks at you. That's the right hand I want to see from Jason. He looks at you. Look at that. He throws the right hand and then goes to talk. I love it.
And I'll say this, I spoke to Gary Olive earlier in the morning, and he said, because of this training camp, how it's been so centered around losing the weight, meeting that cut, Chase's energy has at times not been there. He's looking as energized as ever. I'm not seeing any energy depletion.
I think they took the right approach to the weight cut. I think he's been doing it gradually over the time he's had in camp to where now he's gotten used to it. Right? That's a big cut if you're going to do it during the week of, and you haven't ever done that before. As a heavyweight, he's never had to cut weight. So this is well, I guess his last fight he did, but this is a whole new thing, and Chase has handled it the right way like a professional. But then when he turned over that right hand, just then, out of the orthodox position, that's a dangerous right hand. That's what I want to see Chase doing. He is 6'5" and some change. He needs to stay long. He needs to touch him with the jab. Once it lands, fire the right hand over, because that is his most dangerous punch. That's what he's hurt everybody with. And that's what I do believe he can hurt Tate with.
And we talk about maybe how incomplete he is at times, but it is also important to mention he gets better with every single fight.
Bro, Teddy Atlas has the best terminology for fighters like Chase. And I don't mean this as a full-on comparison, so for people in the chat and in the comment section, don't take it that way. But he called Deontay Wilder one of the most flawed heavyweights to ever gain the amount of success he had. But he also said, you know what Deontay Wilder has that no other heavyweight has? Yes, all heavyweights can punch, but he has the great eraser, and that's his right hand. You know why he called it the great eraser? Not just because he puts guys down and erases their memory, but because it erases all your inefficiencies. It takes everything away. It erases all your bad habits, all your defensive holes, because at any moment, you land that, and it doesn't matter. And that's what, again, on a different level, that's what Chase can bring to this fight. He has the great equalizer, the great eraser in that right hand. Tate can have more experience, be more skilled, be faster, whatever. If he eats a right hand like I just saw Chase throw, it's night-night.
I don't think many heavyweights could take a proper right hand from Chase Demoor. It's just the virtue of this weight class. You land cleanly with that build, with that frame, that athleticism, it's going to put you away. And it does look like maybe there's some sort of a collision ringside weight.
Yeah, I don't know. Chase dipped out, but I think he's done with his workout. But, folks, what an open workout it's been. You just got to see both of the men in the main event go in there. Ben, what did you see out of both Tate and Chase that you liked, that you disliked? I didn't like the southpaw. I'll start with that, but what else?
Didn't really love the southpaw from either guy, to be honest with you. But I will say, Andrew Tate looked better on the pads than I expected. The right hand looked pretty good, keeping the guard quite high and tight, something he didn't really do in a lot of the footage that I've seen in the lead-up to this. So I understand. It looks like he's taking the right approach. For Chase, like we mentioned, the right hand, finally putting the feet where they need to be. If he does that in the fight, again, I feel stronger about my Chase Demoor.